Yeah, hello, it's Andy. It's a daily rant. I was just wondering if you've seen this website, migrationwatchuk.org. That's migrationwatchuk.org. Um, Basically, it shows channel crossings tracker. Today in 2025, there's 40,031. In 2018, there was 299. So my question to myself and you guys, what happened between 299 illegals to today, 40,031? What happened in the middle of all that? That's interesting, isn't it? Another website, migranthotels.net. Migranthotels.net. So we see there's a hotel up in Inverness, the Cameron Barracks, former Navy accommodation, and then Acres Hotel and Leisure Club nearby in Murrayshire. And then, of course, in Aberdeen, you've got the Sure Hotel. Um, Going down into Dundee area, you've got the Radisson in Perth and the Kingsway Apartments in Dundee. And that's just top of Scotland. Then what's really shocking, they're in Northern Ireland, in Derry, they use the Travelodge for the migrants, the Drummond Hotel in Ballykelly, the Wellington Park in Belfast, and the Marine Court in County Down. Newcastle upon Tyne, you've got the Best Western, um, and so on and so on. And in that bit of England between sort of Carlisle and London, do a circle, you've got thousands of them. Manchester, OVO Hotels, these are all big chains, aren't they? Of um, yeah. So I don't know why the government wants to use hotels. What's also um, worrying to protesters, they're going to do the Crowborough Army Barracks. 600 migrants are going to move in there. So the protesters at the weekend on Sunday, the 14th of December, was marching because I don't like the idea, of course not. Furious protesters carrying signs saying, "We're not racist, we're just afraid," a march against plans for more than 500 migrants to move into the ex-army barracks. Campaigners took to the streets of Crowbury, Sussex for six Sunday in a row to oppose a training camp being used to accommodate migrants. Crowborough training camp is one of two barracks set to temporarily house the asylum seekers. The second is Cameron Barracks in Inverness, part of the government's bid to close asylum hotels. Well, not according to the map. There's thousands, well, hundreds of hotels. Hundreds of people joined the action in Crowborough, where they wave Union Jack and St George's flags marching from the gates to the camp in the town centre. Well done, you guys, for standing up to your rights. And, my heart does go out for a genuine asylum seeker who comes in with their families in the right way. They fly in because they've been persecuted, or they get a bus or train, but not arriving illegally on a boat. And according to Scotland News, the most racist offences in Scotland are on the rise, and it's 60% of hate crime is racist. Police Scotland recorded 5,206 hate crimes between April and September 2025. Data shows that 3,164 of these were racial offences. The data comes as anti-migrant protests grow, with many hotels co-opted by the Home Office into housing asylum seekers. So I think what they're doing is, because you've got a problem, um, with migrants, they're going to call it racists. Um, and because you've got a problem with the government, they're going to call it far right. Yeah, what do you think? Like, share, comment, subscribe. Well, the biggest migrant fast yet to date, as illegal arrivals offered all this if they agree to leave the country. Why let them in the first place if you want them to leave? People who move to a host of countries can also request someone to meet them at the airport and receive help finding and reuniting with the family. Well, this was Saturday, the 13th of December, in the Express. Illegal migrants are getting help setting up businesses, food and travel assistance as part of a taxpayer-funded farce, a Sunday Express investigation can reveal. The Home Office is also so desperate for failed asylum seekers and foreign criminals to leave on their own accord that they're being offered to help launching their own companies as well as having accommodation for up to 5 nights in their home country or the country of choice. People who move to a host of countries, including Nigeria, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Jamaica, can also request someone to meet them at the airport and help them reunite with families. This has stirred fears Britain is set as a soft touch by bankrolling luxury repatriation retreats. Well, I don't know what you think to that, but I think it's totally shocking. I hope you enjoyed that. Like, share. Merry Christmas, by the way, from the Daily Rant. Hope you all have a great time, and I'll see you on the next one. You take care. Bye bye for now. Bye bye.